be recorded.
Okay.
Okay, and then I can send it to you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put my candle here on the right side.
Okay, as I was preparing, I saw, because this is a combination of activations, clearings, all sorts of things. Actually, it could go on and on and on about it. What I saw was you have been clearing your energy a lot, and one of the things I'm going to go into right away is clearing ancestral energy off of you. It feels like it's been kind of poked at, maybe dibble dabbled at, but there's lines there I'm seeing and stuff. I think I probably would have told you when we talked, sometimes I get moving so fast and so deep, I can't talk, or I can't remember everything. I will take breaks throughout it. And yeah, so I saw that. I also see I'm supposed to, yeah, I'll do it and then I'll tell you. So there we go. Yeah, okay. Is there anything you want to say before we start?
I love you.
Oh, yeah. I love you. The connection is just so loving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so they just want to kind of just dive right in, so we'll do it. Here we go. So lak nana he te tena hai nei te to mai lak nana he te nei so lak nana he nei te nak nana he nok mana lak nana he nei te so lak nana he te nei te so lak mana he te sa nak nana he so lak mana he te so lak nana he lok nana he sa lak nana he mo la kaka nek nana he so lak mana te nei he so lak mana te nei kanana hai lok nana he te na te ni me nana he so lak mana te. Good, 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 good. Okay, cool. Before I tell you what that all was, did you feel anything, sense anything, hear anything, have any experience?
I was with my hands up, and my left hand was on fire,
Mm,
receiving.
good, 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 good. Yeah.
And when you begin to sing, a little bit of tears came up.
Mm,
Yeah.
good, good. So first of all, I don't know if you were on the call that night in the community group. This was like months ago. I my update was I had this song, like, as Paula, if we go to karaoke, I can sing any song from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, not a problem, right? But when these songs come through me to sing for people, I can't sing them unless it comes up, right? So even a simple song like this one I just sang, I don't know it unless it comes through me, right? And I had begun to notice, I think it was 4 times that week it had come up for people, and I knew what the song was for. And so David said to me, he goes, well, can you sing it? And I asked my guide, yep, I can sing it. So I sang it. So he turned to Alex and he goes, Alex, will you sing the song that Desiree taught us? And it was the same song. It was the tones that go up and down. And then Alex said the same thing that I had been instructed to use this song for. And what Desiree told Alex and David was that this song is from Star Nation and it is to open people up, right? So open them up to different levels, like to vibrate, because you know, tones, sound, songs, tones have a vibration, so they open people up. And yeah, the interesting thing about yours is that on the first time I was to sing Hey, there was a different sound to it, which I thought was interesting. As soon as I went into it, I saw why. And as beautiful as our ancestors are, you're carrying the lineage of their, how do I say it? They're cluttered, you know? You're clearing out your ancestral lines. And yeah. And so while I was singing for you, you're the one who made the appointment. You actually made it for all of you. It's because I was singing for them too. And opening up your ancestral lines. And then so and then I started to do light language. There was some clearing in there, and a welcoming of a circle and a gathering, if you will. And you were more than happy, yes, to stand in the circle, but also to stand in the middle to receive, right? Which is probably why your hand started to tingle and stuff, right? Because you had no problem. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. And you just jumped in the middle, and that's where you are right now. We're going to continue. I just pause between different sections when I'm told to. I cannot remember everything that went on with the light language when they were, that I remember doing some clearing right there, opening you up so you could stand there for the ancestors, which is going to help you and your downline, if you will, like not only that, but people that you come around, because I'm having troubles right now because I'm down a little bit here in the alpha, but I believe that you work with people. That's what I'm being told, is that you work with people. If not, you're going to be, okay? Like as a healer, as somebody who helps people with all of this. So, okay. All right, so where do they want to go now? All right, I'm gonna take a drink of water for this. Before I move on to the next one, did you want to say anything?
I'm ready. I'm
Okay,
totally surrendered to everything that they have for me, and the universe wants to bring me.
Yeah, okay. Came to heal not only your lines, but the earth. You came to heal other people's lines. You came to awaken. You came to awaken others. And in doing so, you find your own salvation. the things that have been a part of your life, been a part of your soul's expression from past lives, that have been put into you through cellular memory from the mother's line, from even the father's line, that have come down through generations in the DNA of all the cells that it took to bring you together. You being in your mother's belly, her being in her mother's belly, her being in her, you were there all along, all the way back. You are the one that they've been waiting for. There has been great, I want to say movers and shakers in your female line, but they have covered it up a lot. There has been a lot of persecution. There has been a lot of toxic masculine presence of don't be that way, you'll stand out and stuff. And so it has been stamped on for generations and years, and it is coming out and out into the open with you. You are going to be channeling some healing modalities that I was going to say don't make sense to you. Use them. You're going to be channeling some healing modalities that challenge you. And you will push your humanness aside and step into them fully. You are a bright gift to this world, and it is time to shine. Okay. Yeah, okay. Don't mind me as I consult your guides. Okay. Precious dear one, as we look down on you from above, know that you're here with us and we are with you. You were once here. You chose to walk the face of the planet. A hard walk. It's very dense. It's not only physical, it is dense energies. And you dove in with heart wide open for yourself, for the humans down here, knowing that you did not have to return, knowing that you could go to any star system that you wanted. You chose Earth at this time. For your love of humanity is so much so that it lifts humanity out of the mire and the muck to be washed off, cleansed, renewed, rebirthed. So in your renewal, you are renewing those around you and those to come. And so it is. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see how brave your mouth is, and that it's been tried to be silenced. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, more. Hmm. It's funny, as I'm going in here pretty deep, I just heard my turquoise hit. Turquoise is all about communication, right? So okay, going back in. Okay. Hmm. Can you place your hands over your abdomen, please? You send it some love while I'm working in there.
Across my hands or just parallel?
Just however you want, just comfortably put your hands on your abdomen. Send it some love. There we go. You have a very powerful grandmother presence here, and she's really loving this.
Mm.
Okay, I had unhooked some things over here. Yeah, that's what we needed to do. Okay. Okay. I can talk now. Are you from Spain or
Same.
okay. I was just seeing lines going starting in Spain, actually, not going to Spain from Canada, but excuse me. Lines going from Spain up into Europe too. Like there's a connection up in there. I don't know where. I'm not good with my geology up there, but so all I know is north. You know, coughing is for you, but it's also getting smoky in here because my smudge has been going a lot. All right. At this point in time, I just want to check in with you and then see if I can remember what I did and tell you what I did, because I know there were some pretty cool things in there. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's okay. We're not done yet, though. Having issues with some of the lines trying to keep quiet. Yes, there was persecution. Yes, there was stuff there from husbands, you know, mates, if you will, right? And trying to keep quiet and stuff. And there were some pretty powerful women in your lineage. And I think that two of them closer to you, they weren't as hidden as the other ones, right? But they still were not fully out, right? And so, anyways, did you feel anything, sense anything, experience anything in any of that?
I'm going to tell you a little story about, I think I have a family course on me, on the name of my father. He was dating a woman. Her name was Rocio, was his girlfriend, fiance. But at the time, the boyfriend girlfriend couldn't be alone. They always was third person, and the best friend of Rocio was the person always present. Rocio have family's issue and have to leave Seville. And meanwhile, she was out of Seville. This other woman took my father away from her. In fact, married him. That was my father's first wife.
Okay.
And I have my intuitions telling me that Rocio put a curse on my father's name, Villalobos. And I have a feeling that I'm not totally cursed because my name is Rocio. Interesting or not. My mom was the second wife. And my mom couldn't have children. That's what the doctor said. She miscarried a baby, was dead born, a boy. And then I was the second one. My mom did a peregrine from Seville to Huelva. That is 2 nights, 2 days, walking, pregnant, silence, until he got to the little village from Virgin of Rocio.
Yeah.
Okay. I was born 7 months. I couldn't wait. All right.
Yeah.
My mama always told me, you have something special because you
Yeah.
cry on my belly. And the old ladies' traditions, grandmothers in Spain, they say that people who cries on the womb, they're people who has the ability to see, hear, and connect and channel. I didn't believe it until a couple of years ago. I just beginning, you know, and then I connected. I felt that on all this. I felt the first time I felt the heat. The second time, fire. Fire. And when you was finishing cleaning, all balance it. The energy was balanced. I was feeling flowing both in
Good.
harmony. Yeah.
I will say that you are a lot easier to work on than other people. So, you are.
Surrender.
Yeah, you are very ready, and you've already done some work. And yeah, it's interesting what you say about your father. When I asked you to put your hands on your abdomen, I was cleaning out your womb chakra, and there was a whole bunch there. And yeah, there was stuff coming mainly. Okay, so coming from the father's side, as well as the mother's, but the mothers seemed to skip generations. But there was a heavy feeling that you can't be yourself, that you can't succeed, that everything you try is going to fail. Like it seemed like a curse, you know, but you've already been aware of this and you've been fighting it, right? So I think that's why it's it was something that came through the father's semen is what I saw, right? So the cells of the father. So I think that this woman was gifted and or maybe didn't know how gifted she was, right? And I think we're all gifted, but she actually intended to hurt him with her words, and I actually think she did some spells, you know.
What she did.
She did some stuff and went and got help to do some stuff, because what I saw coming through his cells in his, it was nasty, right? So so I was cleaning that out. I'm not done yet. I did the major heavy lifting on that one, and then we're going to go in and do some more because some of the other feathers want to come out and work. So I can't even remember everything I did. I remember I started as humans, what we would call in our bodies. So if you want to start at the top of the head and started working down, I removed these plugs that were in your ears, and it almost looked like they had cords sticking out of them. And I followed the cords back a little ways and then said, that doesn't even matter anymore, and yanked them, cut them, pulled them out of your ears. So you probably be able to hear better now. Yeah, no, like spiritually hear better. Let's see. I was cleaning out everything around your head and in your head. And yeah, I remember seeing your mouth, that your mouth, somebody tried to silence you. And I think it's come down the lines, not just in this lifetime, it's come down the lines. But you see, you're so excited about being here, and you're so excited, you know, about just reaching lots of people, you know, in your circle of influences, wherever you travel, maybe online, I don't know, but people who you meet, you're so excited. I mean, you came to Earth at this time to do all this, right? They're not going to keep you quiet, right? So I pulled some blackness out of your mouth that they had tried to put in. Again, that kind of has a feeling of that somebody trying to silence you as in a curse, you know, not you specifically, your line, right?
Yeah.
Your line. And so I cleared out that. It was kind of like at the beginning of your mouth, I could see like your tongue and your teeth, but as I saw blackness in there, and it wasn't just blackness, it was black slime, right? So that's why I've been coughing, by the way, you know, that, and a little bit in the throat. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. It's just funny, I have a bucket beside my desk for soul activation sessions, because sometimes I retch, I throw up, and depends on the person. I just got to cough, so that's cool. You know?
Not so bad.
Oh yeah, I remember working in your throat, And it was interesting. I found, I mean, yes, it was constricted a bit, unsurety, stuff like that. But I found like this little frog in there, like literally a frog in your throat. And again, it had been placed there to grow at the right time, and it hasn't matured yet, right? So plucked it out and let it go off in the forest, type thing. I think that if you wouldn't have taken the path that you did in healing and hape, and whatever else you've used for plant medicine and seeing shamans and stuff, that if you would have tried to come into your own voice by yourself, this frog would have ballooned up and you wouldn't have been able to do it, right? Again, it went back through the father's, I saw cells, right? So this was implanted in you. Plus, you knew it, which is probably why you know about that. You knew it before you came to Earth that they would try to stop you. Hang on. A train going by, I think. I live up on top of a mountain hill, and the train is down below. But yeah. I remember there was something about your shoulders and then your collarbones, big time. I had to clear your collarbones, and it felt like, I mean, normally you would say like the weight of the world, but your collarbones, it was about your femininity. It was about standing up for who you are. It was about like sticking your chest out. That's what the collarbones were saying to me. It was about not really being proud. What's the word? I can't think of the word. Being sure, I guess, in who you are as you come to Earth. You are not who you've been trained to be, so now you're stepping out into who you are. So it was about like sticking your chest out. The collarbones were very pronounced.
Mine, they are.
Yeah. And okay, I started moving down. Oh, and then the thing I found interesting is they skipped the heart and the chest and went straight to your diaphragm, that layer between your chest cavity and your abdomen, and it was solid rock, concrete, right? And so I started working on it and getting it pliable and getting it bouncy, and then I started going like this to it, and I got it really moving. And I'm like, as I'm doing this, I'm like, why did you guys send me down here instead of her heart and her chest? Like, shouldn't we be working our way down? And they said, because we had to get this so it was nice and soft and expandable, because her heart is going to get so big, it's going to need all the space. Like it's even bigger, your heart and your chest. And so then I went back up to your chest cavity and expanded the area. You're doing awesome, by the way, with your heart. Like, oh my gosh, like you get a gold star. Yeah, no, for me.
Thank you.
You're doing great work. Yeah, so I got that diaphragm energetically going and softened, and then I saw what hardened it, or partially what hardened it, I should say. And there was cords all the way around, and they were all hooked up. I'm going to say to ancestral, a lot of it was ancestral issues that were current in today. So that would stop you, that would stumble you, that would, put thoughts in your head and stuff that controlled and stuff. Your ancestors are very, protective. They're there to support, but they also knew you were coming to clear the line. So that's what I'm being told, right? So all this stuff was bubbling up. So I removed that. Later on, I would go back and say why I got rid of them. Why is the energy still here? And then this is where I saw the Spain to up north somewhere. So I don't know if it's the UK or what, but it goes up north. I saw those cords I had unhooked and I had sent off into the wind. They were still hooked into where they were hooked into all over that area over there. And kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. Spain and north, whatever's north of Spain. I don't know. I don't know the land over there.
My grandmother on my mom's side was from Asturias. That's the north of Spain, close to Galicia, the end of the earth. And that's on my mom's side. That was my grandmother. And my grandfather on my mom's side He was French.
That makes sense then. Okay, makes total sense. I've been to Portugal and Spain, but only Seville, coincidentally. So I spent a week in. Yeah, I went spent a week in Seville. Anyways, yeah. So it was Spain and north, and then so when I saw those lines that they were unhooked from you, but there was still an energy charge to them up north and in Spain. I was like, oh no, we can't have that. So I unhooked them from all of there and then transmuted them into blue butterflies and stuck them out my window, out into the wind. So let's see. Oh yeah, and then your womb, when I was working on it, was just a lot of clearing out. There was a lot of black slime goop clutter is what I call it. Cleaning that out. You needed love sent to it because I did see that mainly from your father, but from your mother's line too. There's been some really gifted people in your family, and people have been jealous about them. Beauty, people have been jealous about good relationships, gifted, being able to know things, being able to grow things. There's been a lot of jealousy against, your family lines. And so people have spoken curses, but they've also actually done ceremony and cursed on different things, right? So this was all in your womb chakra. And so I was cleaning out all of this and getting you to stand there and just love on yourself, and so cleaning out that black slime. And then I was told to make a firm foundation. And once I did that, I started to move down, and then I was called back to make an even firmer foundation and started moving down. And then I was called back, and I, how do you say this? I kind of like went over like this and started bearing down like I was giving birth to a baby. And it was about your rebirth. It was about your, your rebirth. I think I said something at the time too. If not, I was thinking it, but it was about your rebirth, and not only you, but some stuff that's coming through you. And so I was supposed to assist in the baby basically crowning and coming out so that the way is shown, the way is made and open and clear, And so that's what I did. I just kind of bared down, kind of holding your womb and bearing down with mine, and moving through that energy as you were reborn and revitalized, and which is interesting now, stepping out as Paula. I just realized something. I was just going to say you might be interested in a rebirthing ceremony. I literally just had one last night. So yeah, so it's very interesting. I think, yeah, okay, good. I was going to say, I think we froze, but no, we're good now. So anyways, I did see this because these things that have been attached to you and the cells that have been active in you, and kind of trying to stop you, it's time to like step out from that. And that, that's what your whole thing has been about. So it would be good to be reborn, even just that energetic that we just did, right? Yeah, okay. And then I went down and I started to move your hips like this, get them moving. I was told to move them kind of like back and forth and up and down in figure 8. And that's all about that divine feminine dance, so of flow and nurturing and allowing. And yeah, hopefully I'm not freezing up too much. I see the red bars are coming up on your name a lot. So, okay, good.
No, I can hear you perfectly and I can see you perfectly.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. And oh yeah, and then I moved down the line in your, yeah, it's interesting. That makes sense with what you told me. Because then the next thing I remember, I was working on your thighs, going down your legs, and on your inner thigh, I was clearing out the lines, and it was about females being honored. It was about healing feminine energy. It was about reclaiming feminine energy. And so that makes sense with what you told me about with the women, you know, with your father's first wife and your mom and stuff. Whatever it was healing that part of it, restoring, because I was getting the energy flowing again through there. Went down and just kind of, I dusted off. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I dusted off a place for you to stand. That reminds me, at the top of your head around your crown, there was, when I first started, there was almost like your crown was down here and there was inflammation, like it had been irritated or something, you know, kind of like it wasn't pussy or anything. It was just irritated, like something was irritating it. So I cleaned that up. That's all I can remember right now. So I know I have to go in for the next section. So I will do that. So hopefully I should be able to talk. If not, I'll be able to talk later, but yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. And eagle feathers were used on you. Just seeing what they want to say. They said, introduce us. And I said, okay, eagle feathers were used on you. And then they said, eagles don't take no shit. So eagles don't, you know, take anything.
Yeah. You know something interesting, Paula? My middle name in my birth certificate is Águila, and means eagle in Spanish.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Eagle was coming through strongly for you, and singing and dancing and flying and clearing, of course. But when they just told me right now, eagles don't take shit. So it reminded me of your mouth when I got to your mouth, you know, like it's quite funny. Yeah. So you are, the eagle medicine came in and is still in for you, in a good and healthy way for both masculine and feminine energies, as well as, yeah, you're healing the masculine in you. That's why the eagle said eagles don't take no shit, you know. So you're going to find, I would suspect, in the next 12 months, you're going to go on a deep dive of your inner masculine and that presence, the logic, you know, the holding space. You've got the holding space down a lot, but your presence is going to get really strong. You're like really being able to stand in your beliefs and in, you know, you basically. Yeah, your masculine is going to get very, very strong in this next 12 months. It's something you're going to work on, knowingly and unknowingly. So you're going to be working on it while you sleep and stuff. And you're just going to, like, at the end of, like, I think 12 months or so, you're going to look back and you go, boy, I can't even believe I used to think those things, you know, like it's just not a part of me anymore. Right. So that type of thing. Cleaning. Yeah.
Transformation.
That's right. So, yeah. Okay. So we have a turkey feather that was gifted from a turkey here, and a peacock feather from a local peacock. And they want to come in, and which is kind of cool because the peacock, you know, he looks like he has an eye. So it's like,
I love it.
And turkeys, wild turkeys, oh my goodness, they are nothing like the domesticated turkeys. They're very, they're very interesting, very smart birds, you know. So definitely honor them a lot. And I was so glad when I was given some eagle feathers from, because they troop past my place all the time. So they drop some feathers for me every now and then, and I use them. Okay. So this feels more like fine tuning. I called the first part there the heavy lifting. So we've done some opening, the vibrations went in, some tones went in, some language went in. I see, as beautiful as your heart is, I see it growing bigger. and then did the heavy lifting of the cleansing, if you will. And this is more fine tuning, I guess I would call it. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is the feminine fine tuning. You, I don't know if you work with it yet, but start working with the elements like right now water, with water and earth and wind and fire. I'm really seeing a lot of water energy. As I look at that, I get it. I'm Lemurian, like a high percentage of Lemurian, so I work with a lot of water, but I think that this would be good for you too. If you aren't already, start, and they're calling it water magic. Start with that. Yeah, kind of half in really deep and half out so I can talk a bit. This is very interesting. No wonder why you wanted past life as well. I remember this. As I sit here and I hold your heart, I'm healing your mother's broken heart. I'm reconnecting things. You and I together. Makes sense though, because you were in her belly and she was very, very sad about a couple different things. And it was being stored in your heart. Okay. Your diaphragm's still nice and soft. I just want to get it like, well, I don't want to, I'm just being shown to. Doesn't matter what Paula wants, right? But I'm being shown just to get it bouncing and vibrating. It's still nice and soft. The more you use it, the more it'll stay pliable and bouncy. Making room for more. Something just popped up and I'm getting rid of it. And I don't know if it's current or past. You are fully supported in the heavenly realms as well as this earthly realm. You're fully supported by your divine entourage, by friends, by people in your life. There was as I was working on your womb chakra, and this could be residue. I'm not 100% certain. I'm just getting rid of it. But there was an idea that you can't succeed without like a man. You can't succeed without a partner. That you need somebody else to complete you, to complete your mission. Is that right? Complete your mission. Complete what you're doing. And it seems so, this thing seems so tattered and old. I think if it was there, I think you've gotten rid of it. But either way, it's tattered and old, and it's being shown to me to remove it. And it seems to be wrapped like with a cord, a little cord going into yeah, into your womb chakra. So I'm just removing that. Because you are fully supported anyways, but you don't need anything because you're fully supported. Change that. Blue butterflies. Okay. Yeah, there is something that you're bringing forth into this world. So we're giving it fertile ground to grow in, as well as the energy. Actually, there's more than one thing. I love it that you work with plant medicine like Hape. It has made it very wonderful to be in here. I recognize it. You're doing a lot of good for you and those around you. I love it because you keep bringing up and showing me the good of humanity, the good of those around you and stuff. It's not that you're not honoring yourself, because you are. It's just that you want to spread all of this, like the love, the joy, the peace, the happiness. You want to help. You're on the team to help people shine, be the best they can be, leave behind those human entrapments. You know, this is your mission. Love. Your mission is love. There we go. Sending that right down your legs and down into the ground and down into the center of the earth. To anchor you. I know there's more. To put it in one word, it's love. So we're just going to anchor that to earth and anchor that out beyond. All right, they're telling me to, interesting. I don't know why they're using this word, fortify your feet, to make them stronger, so that your walk is stronger, so that you do not stumble. And it's a weird word that they used, was fortify. I don't really know what that, I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what the significant, spiritual aspect of it. They're just showing me to fortify them. So I am. As I do what they show me to do. Okay. All right, cool. I spoke a fair amount during that. There was more stuff. Yeah.
No, stop crying.
Yeah. You're being set free from a lot. And I'm going to say, like, it's human garbage. I'm not calling the people garbage. I'm just saying carrying around the stinking stuff, the, I mean, already we've lifted like a major curse off of you, plus several others, right? And then, yeah, clearing out a lot of garbage. So it's cool. Taking the garbage out. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so did you experience anything, feel anything through
Yeah,
all that?
I experienced from when you told me that my mom put in me while I was in the womb, her heart pain.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the
Yeah.
tears come without even can control it. Then when you confirm that my purpose, so I'm here because of love,
Mm-hmm.
all of the sudden those sour tears became tears of joy
Yeah.
and gratitude.
Yeah.
Amazing. It even was feeling different in my face. Okay. The first one, they were like ice. My
Mm-hmm.
mom pain
Yeah.
was ice cold. When you told me that and begin the love and my purpose, and it was warm, like
Yeah.
the Mother Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. It's amazing because when I saw your mother's pain, I saw these little cracks going through your heart. And so I just started sucking them out, like sucking out the liquid, the stuff that was in there, and then filling it with like gold, and making it stronger and then expanding it. But yeah, there was a lot of you were carrying your mother's um, pain, you know.
Pain.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. When you were just talking, I had a flash, and in case I forget, because again, that flash came in on intuition. So I may not, as Paula, I may not remember, but I'm going to plant this seed in you because this vision I just had. I have a friend in Portugal that I'm going to be doing retreats out of, and so I actually saw you there with me. I don't know what it is that you're bringing forward, but maybe you'll be flying to Portugal and or Spain to come and do a retreat with me as one of my co-partners, if you will. So I see you helping out with the retreat. I see you helping out the women there, and I actually saw us at my friend's place in Portugal, and then we go to Evora, Portugal, where there's some pods there. People call them rock stones, but they're pods. But anyways, that's what I saw. So I believe that you're there physically, not just energetically, because I saw you interacting with the women. It was just a flash, right? So, yeah. So, and I know that your mission is love. So it's going to play out in many ways.
It's where we are.
Yeah, truly. And the excitement that you have to come back to Earth when you didn't have to. You could have stayed above and been a guide for somebody. You could have stayed above and or I was going to say above, whatever. It's our human way of thinking. You could have stayed above and just affected with energies and stuff, but you chose to walk here.
Yeah.
You chose it. Okay, so now we have the osprey feather, which is kind of similar to a eagle because they fish. They're a predatory bird. Again, this was gifted to me from the osprey himself over here. And so what I'm hearing for you, it's interesting that eagle said that eagles don't take shit, which was funny, but it's true. And the osprey is saying that there's a couple different things with the osprey. Number one is the osprey watches everything and sees everything. Doesn't mean it reacts to everything. It just watches. It watches for its opportunity, right? Yeah, very observant. The other thing is that the osprey is able to go in between the different realms of on the land, because they can walk and hop. In the water, they swim, they dive in and they swim, and then they're masters of the air as well, right? So the different versatile, right? They can go different places, and I'm feeling that for you too, as you go to different realms. But I believe you're going to be going even further than you already go. There are some star nations that are coming in for you over the next year or two that you are going to be, all of a sudden you just wake up one day and you have this healing modality or this idea or something. And this is coming through the star nations that are working with you. And that's what I'm seeing is like, so there's this realm, and then there's the realm of spirits who haven't crossed over, and a realm of spirits who have, and all these different realms. What I'm seeing is you're going to be able to even, I sure hope you believe in Star Nation, because if you don't, you soon will. Because you're a star seed.
I totally do. Paula, I need to go to the washroom for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. We'll
Thank you.
wait. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, love.
Mm-hmm. We'll just play some music here. So play the drum. You just wanted to play some more.
Thank you.
Okay. My drum had wanted to play some more, and so that was a perfect opportunity for it to play. So, yes. Whoops. Okay, and so then we also have a peacock feather wanted to be in, and on that, it's like kind of the eye again, and the colors, and it's beautiful, dainty, delicate yet strong. Oh wow, that's an interesting one. I just heard that the peacock feather is so much stronger when it's all together, like all the feathers, and they create this beautiful plumage, you know, and that's kind of like that's what you're doing, not only with your ancestors, but with the people in your life that you're going to be helping, which you've already started, but you're going to be helping more. So yeah, cool. Make it stronger together, kind of like uniting Earth, uniting Earth, becoming as one starts with yourself, and then starts with the people that are closest to you, and then maybe your neighborhood, you know that type of thing, and it just rolls out from there, and it's kind of like it goes out from there. So yeah, cool. I just got that flash again, and I'm like, are you there, or are you just there in spirit? I don't know. I just got a flash of you again. We'll see how that pans out, how that works out. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, this is a much lighter one. So I'm just going through, it was interesting because I was more called to clear you of ancestral stuff, because normally I have been pushing a few little buttons here and there, but normally I'm activating a lot more before now, and now I'm going into some activations on you, pushing some pressure points and stuff. You have some points in you. Interesting. You have some spots in your energetic field, in your also physical body, that are waiting to be pushed, that are waiting for a time such as this, because a release is happening as well as an activation. And it's almost like if I push right there, you have some stored downloads in you that are now being released out into your system. I'm being told that I think either you have one or you have one coming in really soon, but to take your Lemurian and put it up onto your collarbone, Lemurian crystal, like to put it up there. And it feels like it's attached to you. So if you don't have one, you're going to be getting one soon. So, okay, touch there. I love seeing people clear and activate. As it go through and bless you, kind of like taking the osprey feather on your shoulders, kind of like a knight getting knighted. Okay. I see why you wanted it this way. So we have more than just, the chakras that go down our main channel. We have chakras all over our body. And so you are having me touch some of them, enlarge some of them, and then the colors are vibrant and they are spinning. I'm blessing you with that. And now you are on your Earth's journey, and what I'm seeing is to put you on a solid foundation for your growth, for your expansion. And so I'm building a mound for you covered in grass so that you are not on sunken ground, not on flat ground, but you are on high ground. And making it solid, letting the grass grow and putting you on it. Okay. Now, so I see different points sometimes as twinkling lights, and they twinkle, and I just sort of touch them. Still doing that. I call it a channel going through you that connects you out into beyond all galaxies and down into the core of the earth. This is your earth walk, and I am widening it. I like that it's open already on you. It shows me that you've done some good clearing work, which I already knew, but even looking at your channel, but I'm widening it. And then getting the energy to run in the infinity, the figure 8, balancing of the masculine and feminine. Yeah. Just going to activate that Merkaba right now. Yeah, okay. Running it up and down and up and down, up higher, down lower, higher, down lower. Okay. Going out like 300 feet beyond your head, below your feet, miles beyond your head, below your feet. Anchoring you to earth. I see your channel goes all the way through earth out the other side like a true starseed. Always connected to earth, but beyond earth is the way I would put it. Very cool. Keep that going. And then up beyond this galaxy, beyond the next one, beyond all. You're more than what you could possibly even conceive, any thought that you are. You're connected beyond all galaxies, anchored to earth, able to move whenever you want, let go whenever you want, connected to all galaxies of being, of the whole, all the different solar systems. Your antenna, if you will, your channel out there, your beacon for the knowledge to come in. The different star nations that you have been a part of on the planets that has been your people, if you will call it that in human terminology, they are close to Earth. They are here to support you, and even your planet, your system, your systems where you're from are there to support you, and now you're able to connect and contact with them. Okay. All right. How are you feeling? Did you experience anything going through that?
Yeah, I experienced grounding roots from my feet. But interesting, no, like a expanding, not going deep. It was like the miscellaneum, the mushrooms, you know, that go for kilometers and kilometers. That's how I felt. And then I felt my crown chakra. Usually when I'm open and I move that energy, it's like a column.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This time was like a cone. Like I was opening, like more from different places. Okay.
Yeah. Like a satellite receiver or something, you know, like
a cone. It
yeah.
coming here. And then on the left hand, I felt it was very hot, but this finger, the heart, and this finger, the thumb, the heat was doing strongly on those two fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Hang on, I'm still just pushing a few things on you. Yeah, and it makes sense as when I sent down that light to make sure you're what's it called, grounded, anchored into earth. You went flying, you anchored, yes, but you also continued down beyond and kept going, and you spread out. Plus I've been spreading you out, your energy even more, and you spread out. That's what I was saying. Normally I get into people's what I call channels, and they're very thin. Yours was nice and wide. I widened it further, you know, got it going more. But yeah, you're expansive like that. I like how you put it, like the mushrooms. Yeah,
you know, I could feel that, like, oof.
Yeah,
I could feel that. I have a question. How do I know who is my star nation, my star seeds? Because I always thought that I was Lemurian, but then one time it's so hard for me to say this word, Palladian.
Yeah, Palladian.
They came and communicate with me.
Yeah. You're not just one type. That's the reason why. You're many types. Like Chiron and Palladian I see on you, and Sirius for sure. There is some Lemurian. When you were holding up your hand like that, I know that as a healing modality from Lemuria, right? So like I'm a lot of Lemurian because that's my strongest one that I'm using right now, but I'm also Palladian, right? I'm a lot of different things. You also have a twin flame, and that person is different star seeds as well. And so together you guys have got it all together, right? I don't know if you'll ever meet your twin flame. I don't know if he's walking the face of the planet. I can just feel the different starseed lineage that he's got, right? Yeah. So anyways, you are more than one. And at any given time, you can call upon them, even if you don't know what they're called, right? And that's one thing that I saw. And it's why I said, like, it seemed like you were connecting to different solar galaxies, right? Like a lot of different races, if you will, you know, different types of star nations. So yeah, and I feel the same thing, that as you need it, it will come forward, you know, the different teachings and the knowledge and the connecting.
You know, this is gonna sound maybe arrogant, or I don't know, but this is what I feel. It's like I come back to Earth because I love Earth. I am Earth, all right?
Yeah.
But through my meditation and experience, I know that I'm older than Earth as a planet.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird sensation because I'm very young. My heart is very young.
Yeah. You're correct, because you are different types of star nation, right? It's why you're so tied to Earth. You care about Earth. You care about the humans here because you were here when they were birthed. You were here, you were part of it. And I've got shivers running up and down me right now that are truth bumps. I get it because I too am like that, right? So don't be concerned about being arrogant. That's human garbage that just goes, right? Because I saw how happy you were to come to Earth when you didn't have to. You were like, you know what? Don't stop me. I'm going down there. I'm going down there many times because we created this and I'm going to go live this now, in the 3D, in the physical being. And yeah, so I agree with you 100% that you are way older than Earth and that, you're so many different star nations. Yeah. So, you're trying out human as well. Eventually humans will get to the point where, they're already doing fairly decent. They're pretty primitive, but they will.
Well, that's a beauty on that too.
They will be, part of that too. And then you'll be somewhere on another planet, and you'll be like, I think I'm human.
That would be interesting.
I have human memories, like that type of thing, right? So,
let me tell you, my sacred, my abdomen was bloated a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Not anymore?
No, it's gone.
Good. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, there was a lot of work in there clearing that one out. But again, it was easy because you're just so ready for it. And sometimes I work on people and they just snap it right back, whatever I'm working on. And you were just ready to let things go and, let's move forward. So cool thing is this is going to continue over the next little while. I don't know how long. Some people say they vibrate and, they're feeling like vibrations for like a couple weeks. So this is going to continue to go on. And so take very good care of yourself, like drink lots of water and, go easy on yourself. If you feel like napping, nap. If you, want to eat a certain food, eat it. If you go outside, So, whatever.
I have my child with me until Friday. And I'm planning to do here on my own tomorrow a full moon ceremony. And I'm going to put my intention of keep releasing what you just told me.
Yeah.
Let it go, clean, and let it go, and clean, and let it go.
Like I see it's all unattached now and it's been transmuted. Of course, we're multi-layered beings and there's going to be stuff come up in the future, but the stuff you're ready to let go of right now is gone, and it's going to continue to leave, as in removed it, but there's still stuff coming out of you in several places I see, but I left that to keep going, so it's kind of like a drainage spout on a wound or something when they leave it open so it can drain. It's not messy like that. It's just that I see energy flowing out, and I think it's your soul contract with yourself is to keep going on your own, like that. So I left parts of that to keep releasing,
Releasing.
Yeah.
Okay. Any kind of exercise or meditation? You told me to work more with water force.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That wasn't me. So that was the 4 elements. I saw water. Oh, I know why. I remember because I was using water coming down off of you and going like waves. So yeah, you're supposed, and water is Lemurian. You're supposed to use water, but the 4 elements, the water, the earth, the fire, and the wind. Start using that more and more in your meditations and stuff, especially if you can balance them and use all 4, right? Yeah, I think I just saw you using that and it was so powerful what the water was doing with you. But I know I heard that you're supposed to do that, bring that into play. So
it's funny that you say that because when we begin, I was thinking if we have the time, I would like to sing for you the water song, First Nation.
Oh wow, the water song. Yeah.
And then you come and said to me, boom.
Yeah.
Keep working more with the water element.
That
You
makes
know?
sense. That makes sense now. Yeah.
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 And I would love to do that.
Yeah, I would love that. I would
Yeah.
love to hear the water song. Do you want it on the recording or should I stop it?
Whatever you want. It's your choice, babe.
It's your recording.
Just put it on to hear myself. Yes,
Yeah,
let's
let's leave it on. Let's leave it on.
I'm not gonna use my drum because it has to be tuned, and when my drum is not tuned for me, it's like it's ugh.
Yeah. They're fickle.
Competition.
They'll play sometimes and they won't play sometimes, right?
Yeah. I had to move it. It's in the side of the house that is a little bit too wet. Put it in a place that is a little bit more dry.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love that if you want to sing the water song.
It has to be, as you know, 4 times for
Yeah.
every direction. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We chatting, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey, Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey. Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey. Wichatinea, hey, Wichatinea, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey.
How beautiful. Thank you for that gift.
Thank you for crossing my path.
Yeah, so wow. I think that was really good for you to sing the song too, because it's all about flow, it's all about movement. So that was really good for the follow-up for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there before even we begin the
Beautiful.
song activation. It's very interesting.
Beautiful. So yeah, drink lots of water and take a salt bath or have a shower later on, and or now if you want, but just let it do what it does, and we'll connect again soon. Okay?
Yes, we will. Gratitude.
All right.
For your help.
Thank you for this. You have a wonderful day.
You too, sister.
Okay, bye.